Let's do this. Whenever we see an algebraic fraction and it says simplify, you need to think, right, I've got to factorise the top, try and factorise the bottom, then see what cancels. So we'll start by having a go at factorising the top of this fraction, or the numerator as some people may call it. Now, x squared minus 16. Some people may think this is a single bracket because you've only got two parts of it and it doesn't have those x's in the middle like the traditional double brackets would. But there's no common factors of x squared and 16, so it couldn't be a single bracket. The other thing I noticed straight away when I look at this is that 16 is a square number. So that means that I'm going to need double brackets, and I'm going to need the two numbers at the end of my double brackets to times to give me minus 16, but when I add them together I get 0. Well, the only option I've got there is plus 4 and minus 4. So that's the top factorised, done, probably got 1 mark already. Now I need to try and factorise the bottom. 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. Now this one's a bit trickier because it's got a 2 in front of that x. So it's not just as simple as looking for the two numbers that are going to times to give us minus 12 and add to give us minus 5. But we do know the only way we can get 2x squared from our double brackets is if one of those is a 2x and one of them's an x. So I can put that in straight away. Now, what you might do if you just asked to factorise this by itself and we didn't have the fraction with the top that we've already factorised, is I'd start by listing down all the numbers that are going to times to give me minus 12, because that can't change. So you might start by writing minus 1 and 12, minus 12 and 1, etc. But because we do have that top fraction and we've already factorised it, and we know we're going to be simplifying at some point, which means it'll have to cancel, it's a pretty good guess that one of our numbers is going to have to be a plus 4 or a minus 4, because otherwise there'd be nothing to cancel. So the only way I can get one of these numbers to be a plus 4 and a minus 4 and still times into 12 is if I've got minus 4 times by 3 or plus 4 times by minus 3, not 4. Let's change that. So now I'm going to rewrite this down here, and I'm just going to try and put those into the brackets and see what works. So I'll start by doing my 2x here and my x there, and I'll think, right, okay, well, let's start with a minus 4 here and a plus 3 here. Now all I've got to check is, I know these are already going to give me minus 12, but I need to check that when I expand it I am going to get that minus 5x. So if I do my 2x times by 3, well, that's going to give me 6x. And if I do my minus 4 times by x, that's going to give me minus 4x, which gives me 2x. So not only is that the wrong sign, it's positive, it's also the wrong number. So I'm going to need to switch those numbers around and put them in a different place. So if I rub that out, I'm going to take my 3 and I'm going to put it here. That was a 3, but I'm just going to make it look like 1. 3. I'll put my 4 here. I'll see what happens this time. 2 times x is going to give, oops, not 2 times x, 2 times 4, sorry, is going to give me 8x. And then minus 3 times x will give me minus 3x. Now, 8x take away 3x is 5x, so we've got the right number this time, the 5, but the signs are still wrong because we want minus 5. So all I need to do now then is switch these signs around and see how that works. So I'm going to change the minus 3 to a plus 3, I'll change the plus 4 to a minus 4 and see what happens there. So now, when I times my 2x by minus 4, I get minus 8x. And when I times my 3 by x, I get plus 3x. Now when you put these together, you do get that minus 5x that we were looking for. So the denominator must factorise to 2x plus 3 and x minus 4. We're nearly done now. All we need to do is rewrite the fraction, but with the factorised parts instead of the unfactorised bits that we were given in the question. So on top it's going to be x plus 4 brackets x minus 4, and on the bottom we need to have our 2x plus 3 and then x minus 4. Straight away now we can see that we've got an x minus 4 on the top and an x minus 4 on the bottom, so they're going to cancel. So that means that we'll be left with x plus 4 on top and 2x plus 3 on the bottom. And that is our final answer. We've managed to turn this mess up here into this, which I think you'll agree is much simpler.